Greetings human, it's Mr. Zombie and today I'm gonna show you how to play Feeding Zombies, a fast card driven cooking survival game for 1 or 2 players, ages 10 and up. This game is actually on Kickstarter until the end of the month of November, so if you like it you can come and join us in order to fund the game. In Feeding Zombies, you're a restaurant chief facing a horde of zombies invading your kitchen. In order to survive this apocalypse, you will have to gather every bit of food you can get your hands on and throw it towards your opponent in order to attract the zombies to him instead of you. Make special menus and unleash more effective attacks. Arm yourself in case the zombies get too close and choose your strategy carefully. So first we're gonna see the future box contains. So since it's a card game, there's a lot of cards, but you will also find 6 tokens. Those tokens symbolize extra lives. So when it's red, that means that you have lost 1 of your life. So if every player got 3 of those tokens, that means you will have to be beaten 4 times by the zombies before you lose the game. So like that, up. When I have lost my 3 extra life, I still got 1. And then we have cards. First of all, the food cards with this back. There is 4 kinds of food. Here you can see the seafood with a fish in the corner. So there is 3 shrimp cards and 3 squid cards and 2 extra cards which represent both squid and shrimp. But when you play it, you have to choose if it's a shrimp or a squid. Then you get the vegetables with a little leaf on the corner. So there is 3 eggplant cards and 3 leek cards plus the 2 extra cards with leek and eggplant in the same time. Then you get the meat card with a sausage in the corner. So you get 3 burgers and 3 roasted chicken plus the 2 extra cards with both burger and roasted chicken. And finally, the last kind of food is the beverage with a drop on the corner. So you get wine and beer, 3 beer plus the 2 extra cards. Then you get 4 knife cards that you will use when a zombie enters your 3rd row. You will be able to kill him with a knife card. And finally you get the menu card. There's 3 different menus. So here you get the junk food. In order to get it, you will have to exchange a meat card and a beverage card in order to get the junk food. The junk food will allow you to lure any kind of zombie. It's the ultimate food. All the zombies like it. They all like the junk food. Then you get the fish and chips menu. In order to get it, you will have to exchange a seafood card and a beverage card, and it will allow you to remove 2 zombies close from you. And finally you got the terre-mer menu, which costs you a seafood card and a vegetable card, and it will allow you to take a zombie on your side and put it on your opponent's side in the same column. So that was for the food cards. There's another kind of card, that's the zombie card. There's 3 different kind of zombies. First of all, you get the normal zombies. So on the card you can see the illustration of the zombie. So there's boys and girls zombies. And you also get the food they like. So this zombie girl is attracted by leek, squid and eggplant. This one, she likes roasted chicken, wine and eggplant. This one, she only likes shrimps and roasted chicken, and etc. They all got 3 or 2 kind of favorite food. Then you get the special Thunder Zombie. Those ones are a bit different from the normal. They will always have 2 kind of favorite food. So for him it's roasted chicken or squid. So you will be able to lure him like other zombies with discarding from your hand a roasted chicken card or a squid card, but you can also discard both roasted chicken and squid in order to use his special ability, which will allow you to make him jump over the next zombie in front of him. So that's for the thunder zombies. Finally, you got 2 copies of the ninja zombie. This one is the most specific zombie for the moment, since you have to lure him with both shrimp and squid. He's a fan of seafood, as you can see, and when you do that, you will have to move it from one column on the left or the right, and then you put him on the opposite side of your opponent. I will show you it in action in order that you understand better after. So now we have seen all the material, so let's see how to play Feeding Zombies. So I've made the setup for a 2-player game, and of course, since there are zombies involved, Daryl is my opponent. So first of all, you shuffle the zombies card and you put 5 zombie cards face up in the middle. In this line, the zombies present are always neutral. They are not on Daryl's side or my side. You also shuffle the 6 menu card and you draw 3 of them. So right now there's 1 fish and chips, 1 junk food and 1 terre. And finally, you shuffle the food card. The cards representing food and the knife are in this deck, and you give 5 cards to every player. Logically, that's your hand, so it's hidden from your opponent, but in this example, I play with the card face up in order that you see the card that Daryl got and mine. So during the game, we are gonna play one at a time, so I will start, then Daryl, then me again, and etc. and etc. When it's your turn, you can do 2 actions. It's possible to do 2 times the same action, and you've got 4 different actions possible. So the first action you can do is to lure a zombie in order that is getting closer from your opponent. Once a zombie hits the 4th row in direction of your opponent, he will be beaten. And since we don't use token, the first to be beaten will be dead and lose the game. If we were like that, with 1 token each other, we will have to be beaten 2 times by different zombies in order to lose the game, and etc. Each token add an extra life, so like that, we've got to be beaten 3 times, and it's the maximum 4 times each in order to lose, when you get the 3 extra tokens. But here in the example, we don't have extra tokens, so the first to be beaten is the loser. So first action, you can lure a zombie. So with the card you get in hand, you're gonna discard 1 in front of a zombie in order to lure him in direction of your opponent. So for example, I could put my squid here in order that the zombie girl came here. When it's done, since there's an empty space in the middle line, I draw a new zombie card from the deck in order to replace her. So I could play the squid here, the shrimp nowhere except here with the squid, but for the moment using the ninja ability is not so interesting, but I will show you how it works. So for the ninja zombie, I discard the 2 food, the 2 seafood, so the shrimp and the squid, and then I put the ninja on a column next to the one he was before. So here I haven't got the choice since there's no column on the right, so I get to move him on the left and then put him the longer he can go where there's no zombie. So if we were like that and I use the ninja, he will come there and then here, directly on the 2nd row of Daryl's side. But for the moment, that's not possible. So I got 2 actions. The first one, lured. So for example, I could lure her here with a burger. So I replace her by a new zombie, which like beer and leek. And then as a second action, I can, for example, lure her. So she's gonna come here. Now it's the end of my turn, since I've done 2 actions, and I've got to draw the number of missing cards in order to make my hand complete again. That means that at the end of my turn I must have 5 cards in my hand. So I draw 2 more cards, and now I've got my 5 cards. So it's Daryl's turn. Those 2 zombies are on Daryl's side, so he won't be able to lure them. But he could lure any one of those 5 zombies which are in the main row. So for example, he could lure her with a leaf. Up. This one is discarded, and then he could use the lightning zombie ability by playing both a roasted chicken and a squid, which are the favorite food of this zombie. So this zombie is gonna jump right here. He jump over the next zombie in the line. If the situation was like that, even if you got the good food, he can't use the power, since the lightning zombie can only jump over 1 zombie and there is 2 zombies. So that would not have been possible. But in the situation that was totally doable, so he do it. He only got 2 cards at the end of his turn, so he drew 3 new cards, and that's my turn. So that was for the luring action. So now let's see another kind of action that you can do. If you got the good elements, you can exchange cards with a menu. So for example, I could exchange a seafood and a beverage in order to get the fish and chips menu. Or I could exchange a meat and a beverage card in order to get the junk food. But I can't get a terre-mer since I haven't got any vegetable card. So, for example, I will do that. I throw my shrimp and my wine card, which are the 2 cards asked for a fish and chip menu. And so now I've got 2 choices. I play the menu right now, so I discard it, and then we put a new menu. And so I use this effect, which is to kill 2 zombies in the same column, and they have to be the most closer from you. So right now I haven't got the choice. There's 2 zombies, so I kill them both, and that's done. If we were like that, I will have to choose which column I discard zombies, here or here. If we were like that, I would not have the choice. Those 2 zombies are gonna be discarded, since the closer one is this one. I don't remember exactly how it was before I show you, but we will say it was like that. So I will use it now, the fish and chips effect, and I will kill both of those zombies, and I put them up under the zombie deck. The other possibility was to keep this card, and I can use it as an action in a later turn. But right here I've done it on only one action, exchanging the menu and then using it. It counts as an action. Or if you keep it for later, when you will play it, it will be an action. So this was my first action, and then I'm gonna lure that zombie, and he's gonna come right here. He's in the 3rd row of Daryl. I remind you the fact that when a zombie hits the 4th row on your side, you are beaten by the zombie. So that means that Daryl is in a bad situation, since if I made this zombie move forward one more time, he will be eaten. But Daryl has a knife in his hand. So that's another kind of action you can do in your turn. Play a knife card. It will allow you to kill a zombie in the third row in your side. So that's what he's gonna do. The zombie is discarded. Same for the knife. And now Daryl is a little safer. It's his turn to play. So for example, he could lure this lightning zombie with a bottle of wine. Chuck. 3 cards, so he takes 2 more cards at the end of his turn. It's my turn to play. Oh, I have forgotten to complete my hand at the end of my previous turn. So now I've got 5 cards. If those cards, I don't like them, I haven't got what I want in order to lure the zombies, so I could discard them. As many I want. I could discard all my hand, or just 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, etc. And I will draw as many cards as I have discarded. So in this example, I've discarded 4 cards, so I will draw 4 new cards. That was my first action. And then as a second action, I could do something else in order to lure a zombie, etc. So for example, I could use the squid here in order to put the pressure on Daryl. I've done my 2 actions, so I draw a card. And now we have seen the 4 kind of action you can do at your turn. First of all, you can lure a zombie, so normal zombie with one of the food they want. Lightning zombie using one of the food they want, or both, in order to make it jump with a special ability. Or the ninja, you have to use both shrimp and squid in order to move him. So for example, if right now it's my turn to play, I've got squid and shrimp, I'm gonna kill Daryl, since I'm gonna use those 2 cards in order to lure the ninja zombie. So I use them, and the ninja zombie, I move him from 1 column, so on the left, and then I put it the far I can where there is no zombie. It's the 4th row, so Daryl is eaten. Other possible action you can do on your turn is to exchange card with the menu, and then you play the menu right now, or you keep it for later, which drives us to next possible action is to play a menu card or a knife card from your hand. And finally, the last action you can do is to discard a certain number of cards from your hand, and you draw the same number from the food deck. And that's it for the rules, which are very simple. So, since the game is alive on Kickstarter right now until the end of November, I will say a few words about it. So for $14 you can get the game plus all the stretch goals we're gonna unlock during the campaign. Or for $30 you can get the game, all the unlocked stretch goal of course, and a playmat. You've got the link of the campaign in my video description, so don't hesitate to come and join us if you've liked it. Personally, I love this game because it's a very fast card game. You can take it with you everywhere since it doesn't take a lot of place. It's a small game. The games are really fast even when you play with 3 extra lives, which means that you have to be beaten 4 times before you're dead. And even like that, the game doesn't last more than about 15-20 minutes. So that's really fast. But in the same time, you will have to be very strategical in your choices, because you have to decide which zombie moves and when. It's interesting to move a normal zombie in order to make the line go forward in direction of your opponent, and then use, for example, the thunder zombie, or why not the ninja zombie with their ability in order to fastly attack your opponent. The menu are also very strategical. since their power are very interesting. For example, discarding 2 zombies that are getting closer from you, it's more interesting than using a knife. Or the Terre-Mère, which allow you to take 1 zombie and put it in the opposite way of the column, 1 zombie of your side. So for example, if we are like that, I use the Terre-Mère, this zombie on my side, I put him directly on the roll, so he's beaten. So there's a lot of strategy to have, and that's really cool. Plus, this game is very pleasant to play also on solo mode, since in solo mode you will have to choose your difficulty, which means that you're gonna give a certain number of tokens to your computer opponent and the rest is for you. So on the easy mode you got 4 lives, the 3 extra tokens plus your standard life, while the computer got only 1, so when it's beaten is dead. Then he could have 2 lives if you give him an extra life, and you got 3. And you can play in hard mode with only 2 lives for you and 3 for him. And finally you can play as a chief, which is the very hard mode, with your opponent having 4 lives in the total and you only 1. So when you're beaten, you're dead and you lose the game. It's really hard, so it's really challenging. It's the same kind when you're playing in hard mode. It's quite difficult too. So it provides a really good challenge, and it's a very funny puzzle game to do. Plus I'm really fan of the pixel art design. I love it, and it allows you to play the game with younger people. Even if it's a zombie game, the design is not too bloody. For a zombie game, it's playable even with children, and that's really so. For all those reasons, that's why I've been doing this video. Even if I'm not an Englishman, I think you have understood it with my poor accent. I'm really sorry for that, and I apologize for that. But I really love this game, and I want it to be funded, so that's why I've made this video in English, in order that even you English players, you can have it. You can also give it a try, since there's a link for the PNP version in black and white on the campaign, so you can print the card and try it and see if it's made for you or not. But really, it's an excellent game. I love it, so don't hesitate to participate. On those words, I only get to wish you an excellent day or night, afternoon, evening, depending on the moment you've seen this video, and I say see you later. Bye bye.